and now tell you what the meaning of Travis means. Now, I'm getting this from so you guys can verify the sources, and this is not just something that I'm talking out of my own emotions, but this is from. Just want to welcome everyone back to a Deeper Look talk show. Now, I came across something, and like I had to share this with you guys. Hopefully, I can get you guys' opinion back on it, and you guys let me know what you think. Now, the question is, what does the word Travis mean? Okay. Now, most people think names are just names, you know? But I'm here to tell you that names, everything has a meaning and everything means something, you know? So, the name Travis, actually, there's a meaning to it. But before we get into that, I want to talk about how I got to this. You know, it was actually through a mistake, you know, to be honest with you guys. It was actually through a mistake that I made, you know, when dealing with a situation. And we can just chalk it up to that I got too hype about the situation. And, you know, me being a self reflective person, always, you know, soul searching and looking, taking a deeper look at things in myself, you know, and I realized, you know, that I had that feeling like I knew, like that wasn't the way you should have dealt with this situation. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you know, like inside, like when you get that feeling that you do something and you get that feeling that it's not right, you can do one of two things. You can ignore it and keep doing what you're doing, or you can pay ear to that feeling that's telling you for that thing that you did. Now you're feeling like, oh, maybe that wasn't the best way to deal with it, or maybe that like I actually made a mistake, you know? And you're feeling, it's like not a good feeling, bottom line, but it's not a good feeling that you're having about it. That, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, that is guidance. When you act on that and you better that by acting on it logically and you better it, that's actually guidance from the creator. Okay? So when you get those feelings, you know, or when I get those feelings, and being a self-reflective person, I don't ignore them, you know, and I find that's how you elevate yourself in, you know, like ranks of intuition and knowledge and you know, intellect, you know, and just even knowing yourself, you know. So out of that mistake, you know, and getting too hype, I realized, okay, I got too hype. And what I was feeling was to go back and deal with things normally through a logical lens, you know. So I went back and, you know, through I started looking at things actual factually, you know, now by descriptions, definitions, factually. Looking at things for what they are rather than your personal feelings around them, you know. Sometimes your personal feelings, a lot of times your personal feelings will, I wouldn't say cause you problems or, you know what I'm saying, just, you might have a benefit and you lose out on the benefit because of that. So, but anyways, that being said, yeah, so I said, okay, we got to look at everything logically, and then started looking at a few other things, you know. I'm not really going to get into those in this video, but I was looking at a few other matters and just a few other topics, issues, whatever you guys want to call them. But then it led me to this, and being in the, you know, with the logical filter on now, it is something that kind of popped in my head, and I was like, what does the word Travis mean, you know? And I know of the study of words, etymology, which I want to tell you guys, every time when you have to have a criteria, you gotta have a basis. You get what I'm saying? To when you're doing things, you gotta have a basis. So my basis for, like, what you want to know the meaning of words, you look in the dictionary. You want to know math, you can't say 1 plus 1 is 10, and there's a criteria that everything's bound by, like a system or whatever you want to call it, or a way to do it, so, and you can do things properly, or you can just do things however you want, but there's a proper way to do everything, so I said, okay, the proper way. And I know the study of etymology of words from, before, with different things. So I went through, like, the etymology filter, so to speak. And I went on a site. But before I get to that, let me just tell you guys, just to, I guess, recap and finish off on this. So etymology is the study of words, okay? And to give you, I guess, the definition exactly, and you guys can go and check this for yourself, just to verify, but the etymology, okay, and I'm going to read this off the search engines, off their definition here, but it says this etymology, the study of the origin of words and the way in which the meanings have changed throughout history. Okay? So I'll read that for you guys one more time. Etymology is the study of the origin of words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history. Okay? So some people, that might be useless information to other people. They'll take a deeper look into it, and it's gonna be it'll serve its purpose. But moving on. So that's etymology is basically, in layman terms, like the origin of words and what they really mean from their ancestral roots, so to speak. Okay. So now I want to take you guys and now tell you what the meaning of Travis means. Now I'm getting this from, so you guys can verify the sources, and this is not just something that I'm talking out of my own emotions, but this is from a website, thebump.com. So that's thebump.com. Okay. Now the word, or the name, which is a word, Travis. Okay. You guys want to know what it means? I'm going to share that with you right now, and I'm going to read it verbatim off thebump.com. Okay, and not any of my own words in it. I'm going to read it verbatim for you. Okay. So first, it says from thebump.com, Travis, origin, French, meaning to cross over. Okay. Again, I'm going to read the meaning. Meaning to cross over. Okay. There's another paragraph down here as well. I'm going to read it for you guys. It says, and this is verbatim from thebump.com, but it says, did you know that Travis is derived from the noun that ultimately means toll collector? Okay, let me just read that for you guys again. Did you know that Travis is derived from the noun that ultimately means toll collector? Okay, and I'm going to continue to read on with this because that was a sentence. I'm going to continue to read on the rest of this paragraph, what it says. It was a French surname that came from traverser or to cross, and described someone who collected money from certain roads. Today, Travis is a cool dude who's tenacious and an achiever, just like the rapper Travis, you know the name, drummer Travis Barkley, and country singer Travis Tritt. So, I'm not sure what you guys gathered from that and what you collected, because information is a funny thing, you know. Information is for everyone, but knowledge is for some. And you guys might take this as information, or if you take it in and it has an effect and changes. You see, like, this is how it works, people. We all hear things, see things, you know, news, media, social media, this, that, books, videos, whatever. But we all hear things. The things that we all hear, in its infancy and its innocence and its conception, those things, whatever source you hear them from, it's just information. Until you act on it and it starts to have an impact on you as a person, changes you as a person, has an effect on you as a person, has an effect on your life, a character trait, something like that. But once that information starts to have a place in your life where it's changing you, you see, then it becomes knowledge. Okay? Now, just to touch on that, is there are good knowledge and there is bad knowledge. You get what I'm saying? But that's just the criteria and the basis between information and knowledge. Okay? Now, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about this or how you guys process information, but I made a connection, because right now I might have just read that and maybe a lot of you haven't really connected the dots. And sometimes that's the problem with us, is that I guess we're so caught up in the hype and the entertainment and the fun, that we start to lose touch with logical thinking and really, you know what I'm saying, looking at things deeper, and giving things a deeper look. So there's a connection that I made. And like I said, I read that verbatim, what the word Travis means for me, to cross over. But I'm not sure if anyone remembers from the show, whatever. And everyone's seen all the clips and everything that happened on YouTube. Everyone's seen it, you know what I mean? And the news, the media, regardless if people say it was this number or that number, but undoubtedly on the face of this earth, something happened there. Okay? Now, when when you don't ground yourself with like knowledge and information, it's like the leaves on the tree. You can be the leaves on the tree, or you can be the tree itself, where you're deep rooted and you can't really be swayed, or the leaves get blown all around and the branches. My point here is that the connection I made that I want to share with you guys is that on the stage it said, "See you on the other side." Okay? Now, when I come back to this and I use etymology, not my own hype and my own, I use logic and reasoning. And I use, I guess, the tool or the study of words, etymology, to come to this meaning that on their website it says to traverse or to cross. Okay? But the headlining meaning, that's inside of the paragraph, those two meanings, either to traverse or to cross. That's within the paragraph. But I'm saying the headline meaning that says meaning to cross over. And then he says, "See you on the other side." I don't know. What do you guys think? Really, what do you guys think? It's a coincidence. Maybe I'm just looking too deeply into it and it's nothing. Hmm? That's why when there's a topic or anything, you have some people that will agree with it and some people that don't. It's not because what creates, I guess, the division a lot of times or the difference in opinion is the way we process information that leads us to our final answer and our result. You see? And I'm going to kind of say that again. The reason why, when you have something, I guess something that would be considered unanimously clear, but yet you have a difference of opinion on it, you know, it's not because there's necessarily a difference of opinion. It's because the way people process information. Example, like if you process it emotionally or you process it logically, you see? So, and in things there is a balance too, because some things do come with emotion or whatever, but you know, in this situation here, like if you're dealing with family or people, like there's always an element of emotion. We're not robots, so it's not like 100% logic. But in this you know, within this criteria of like looking for answers or trying to find information or, you know, doing, coming to conclusions or research, like I'm talking along those lines, you know. So, and another thing I seen when this first happened, everyone got caught into it. It was like a magnet. It just drew everyone into it. Like, you know, like this big event that happened, you know, everyone was looking at it from all these different angles and, you know, but it caught everyone's attention. I can say that. But through catching your attention, you watch the videos and you start to taking information, you know. But I don't know, the information I took in it really didn't sit well with me, just because it wasn't, I guess it wasn't the correct way to take in the information. It was like all hype, you know. So when you take in the information, like it's like when you take in the information off of hype, you're gonna release it back on the hype, and that's kind of, I guess in a sense, what kind of made me deal with that initial situation in a hype manner. But getting back to this, I don't know. Just you guys, let me know what you guys think about this. You know, it is very interesting, and I'm just gonna say it very clearly for maybe those that might have missed it or I didn't convey it clear enough for you. But if we look at it backwards this time in a reverse order, in that performance, there was a sign. There was a sign or a statement projected on some screen, but it said, "See you on the other side." Okay? And this one now says, like on this site here, the meaning of Travis is to cross over. And that definition is from thebump.com. You know, I checked on another site and it did say to traverse or to cross, but something just said, hey, check one more. And I checked one site and I checked another, and then this is what I came up with, you know? So, I don't know. You guys could say it's nothing. Maybe you think it's something. I don't know. You guys let me know and tell me, what do you think about this? And my question to everyone is, before we end the segment, my question to everyone is, do you think this was a coincidence that the word Travis means to cross over, and then on the stage the sign said, "See you on the other side"? Do you think that was a coincidence? If you're a Travis Scott fan, if you're not, if you haven't heard of him, and even if you haven't heard of him, I'm not going to recommend that you even go and watch the videos. It's as simple as this, is that what I'm telling you right now, the word Travis means to cross over. On the stage, when a person named Travis was performing on the stage, it said, "See you on the other side." And then they had a whole bunch of people that died and left this world and went to the other world, the other side. Now, I'm just asking you, if someone came to you and just gave you that little small argument that, hey, there was a, Travis means to cross over. That's what the name Travis means. But then there's this guy, he did a performance. A lot of, people would say symbolism or whatever in it. Who knows? But a lot. And there's a guy named Travis, which means to cross over. Did a show. And then says, "See you on the other side." And then within that show, they have all these people that leave this world and do go to the other side. Now, is that a coincidence? That's my question to you. I've provided you the link, screenshots, and proof from a logical, not emotional, but a logical standpoint and perspective. Now, how are you going to perceive the information? Logically or emotionally? That is up to you as a person. But I do recommend and I stress that when you're taking in information, especially new information, always look at it from a logical standpoint and never feel bad to take a deeper look or ask questions. So I thank everyone for listening. Leave your comments down below. This is a Deeper Look talk show. Until the next time.